Morning world, welcome to August the 7th. Okay, so it's that time again. It's time to get the floor, walls, everything of the wheat barn ready for this year's crop. So the barn was used over the winter months to keep Reg's combine in, mainly because it's kind of rodent proof, and the last thing you want when you're storing something like a combine harvester over the winter months is rats and mice in it, because they can cause an awful lot of trouble. So from just stripping a single wire, making something not work, to actually having the machine on fire. So yeah, so we've had seed drills, trailers, combines, all sorts of kit stored in the barn over the winter months and early spring, but that's all gone now. In fact, I think the drill went last week. So I've been given the job to come in, basically sweep the floor and get all the dirt and dust out, because we do not want any contamination in the crop. Even though this is feed wheat, this isn't milling wheat we're doing, it's feed wheat, we kind of just want it all out. So yeah, get the cobwebs out the corners as well. I've already been around with the blower and blown the dust off the top of the walls and allowed that to settle. So literally all we're doing now is getting the worst of this out, ready to go over it again with the blower once more, and then we're kind of done. You don't want to stay in here, mate. You want to go outside. Over there. So as you can see, I'm joined with my dad. He's come out just to supervise and make sure I'm doing the job correctly. Unfortunately, he can't do this anymore. He's a bit unsteady on his feet for things like this now. I think if he started the blower up, he'd probably blow him over backwards. So yeah, you stay in the chair, Dad. Right, apart from these bloody thistle seeds that keep blowing back in, I think that's it. I don't think that earwig thought much of that. I don't think that earwig thought much of that. Right, I can't reach the top, but I don't think it made a lot of difference. I think the squeak's up there.
You'll be all right.
Well, at least you know somebody opened the door, I suppose. So. Yeah. So those bits we'll have to take out when we start bringing corn in. Eh? Yeah, we'll get the first couple of tips in first, and then we'll put them over there. Yeah, but we tip it against the back wall first. We want to get the first couple of loads in, and then we'll put them down, or they'll just be in the way. I'll have to move them again.
What's that measure about?
It's already measured. Spots are on the floor from last year.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. So there's silver paint spots on the floor.
That's all right.
So we know where to go. I'll put the lid back on that. Right, that's the barn swept out done. I've got one more little job I want to do over the road. Remember, I pulled the ragwort over here. Well, I haven't pulled it over there yet. And everything will be going to seed now, so it kind of needs to be done. So we're going to go over there, tug a few ragwort, and then that's it. Everything I got listed to do over here is done. Next thing is harvest, and there's a chance the combine might be coming out later on. Right, I've got to find the blooming things now in amongst the cow parsley, and everything's got a dead end in it. But another ear, definitely saw some yellow. Maybe it wasn't ragwort, because I cannot see one. It was a tall yellow plant that I saw from the other side, but maybe it wasn't a ragwort. But the boss is keeping an eye on me, making sure I do the job right. You know, just in case. I can't see one. Was it you that I saw? Was it? Because you're not a ragwort, but you do have a yellow flower. Okay. That's a ragwort, but I'm a bit late for that. I think that's last year's. Nothing left on there, but I've got the root out. I don't mind if there's no ragwort out here, because I did think I had pulled them all. So the reason there was ragwort the other side is all that ground had been disturbed. But I can't see any. I mean, I can't, the flowers are gone, but you can recognise the leaf easy enough. And that's, of course, cinnabar beetles have been out. That's beetles. Cinnabar caterpillars have been out and eaten them all. Move that. Okay, so, excuse me, coughing still. Yeah, still got the bug. It's not a massive. My brother come out, he goes to me and he goes, there's a massive flat spot underneath goat willow where you put the pipe in last year, which is down there. That's not massive. I mean, it is a flat spot, but you're going, oh, the pigeons have been having it. Maybe, but yeah, this wants, oh, some of it's still quite green, isn't it? Look at that. That's not going to do the moisture levels any good. Yeah, the tram lines are green. That's what we don't want. Nothing there. Empty husk. Yeah, so like I say, we do not want that. That would be a pretty dire harvest. Look at the size of that little grain there. 2 or 3 tiny little grains. Pick a healthy head. Let the wind do the job for me. Yeah, not great, is it? You know, we had all these wonderful predictions at the beginning of the year. Oh, we could get 4.5, maybe even 5 tonnes to the acre. I reckon we'll be lucky to get 2.5. That is not great. So, no ragwort. One ragwort, an old one that's already gone to seed. So, Dad's been gardening. Every farm's got a tip somewhere. I can't say too much, I'm no different. Right, back to Dad's, cup of coffee, home, get unloaded, put the barn tick, clean, ready for this year's crop. Come on, biscuit. In you go. Oh, missed again. Really do have to put more effort into that first time, you know. So, while we're here, and I'm not going to get wet feet because it's reasonably dry for a minute, we'll have a quick look at our mowing grass, which isn't looking too bad. So, there is some ryegrass head on it, and it is dipping over a little bit, but that is still green in the bottom, and we are about, I don't know, 18 inches elbow depth. I know what's going to happen. We're going to have the combine out, and I'm going to want to go mowing at the same time. And I can only do one at a time. And I bet all the contractors, if I asked someone to mow it for me, they're all going to be busy because they're going to be on the combines as well. So this could end up being cut quite late. Don't matter. My first cut of hay was May hay, so that's going to be good stuff. So if this is a bit late and I want some less good stuff, I have got room for a bit of less good stuff. You can't have it all rocket fuel. You've got to have some options that can slow them down a bit if they're going a bit too fast. Come on, you. No harvesting today. Moisture samples were taken from the wheat, and we're currently running 22-23%. So there is no point in getting it off now because it's probably going to cost us somewhere between 20 and 30 pound a tonne to dry it. So yeah, we've decided to leave it till maybe tomorrow afternoon. But the weather for tomorrow looks unpromising. So yeah, so not a terribly exciting afternoon. Apart from being kidnapped by a daughter to go and fetch a blooming fridge. Eh? Yeah, you. I'm talking about you.
Now you're talking about me.
So, look at it. It's black.
Yes, I know you don't like it black,
It's
but
black. I hate black kitchen units. So, are you scrubbing?
I am scrubbing.
Little scrubber, you. So, right. Okay.
I'm busier now. I need more fridge space.
Yeah. Are you lucky someone pays your lucky bill?
You know, on the
I've
way
been-
back,
I've
I
been-
did say
I've been
he
rub-
was going to...
I've been rubbing it in all this afternoon, said more bloody electric. You know, that
Yeah.
uses electric, and that uses electric, and that uses electric, and that uses electric. And it's, all those things use electric.
Yes, I do.
My electric.
And I'm such...
I get the occasional cake.
Yeah, but you're more of a savoury person.
Yeah, I am more a savoury person, but you don't make savoury stuff. Yet. So, what a mess you made on my floor down there.
I'm going to clean it. I actually mopped today. I didn't know I was getting this. Probably would have mopped today. Mop tomorrow.
Right, well, I'll continue this tomorrow, and I'll aggravate you some more about how much more of my electricity you're going to be burning, all right?
I'm going to go wash up the inside bits then.
Okay.
Okay.
All right then, love.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, darling.
Bye, Daddy.
Yeah. Is that all my hot water you're using as well?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good talk.
Even mine's about it.
So if I'm honest, and don't tell her I said so, I'm really pleased that Holly's little business has taken off quite well. She still doesn't charge enough, but she's constantly now birthday cakes and wedding cakes and special celebration cakes and cupcakes and chocolate brownies and stuff. She's constantly making stuff, and we've got a constant stream of people coming in the yard and picking stuff up and then complimenting her on how lovely it is, and you know, so yeah, I'm really pleased and I'm just a little bit proud of her. But in a separate vein, it does mean I get to complain quite a lot about how much electricity she's burning, and water and everything else. So it's just, no, it's just a little poke in the ribs, you know, give you something to whinge about, doesn't it? Right, so they all seem fairly peaceful and quiet. We've put them onto hay now rather than haylage to firm them up because they're still pretty loose. So I don't think we've got a worm issue or anything like that. I think it's just the fact that the grass was so wet, that's loosened them up. And I don't think the haylage, because it was a really fine grass, I don't think that was helping. So we put them on some slightly coarser hay. That's the first bale. So I'm kind of hoping that by the time that started going through the system, this will start firming up a little bit. And you've got itchy foot. And it'd be a little less mucky in there. So, right, so neighbour's been in. Our TB test was good result. Our neighbour over the road, the Joneses, they're having their TB test part 1 today and tomorrow. We've lent them a few bits and bobs of our handling kit because they had one set of animals, I think they said 14 yearlings, something like that, 14 animals, and it was easier for them to just borrow crush gate and a few other bits and bobs and make a pen where they were than it was to move all their other stuff or bring the cattle back or something like that. So yeah, so they've borrowed that. It might as well be doing something useful as sitting in there doing something unuseful. So right now, I still have one's, what do you call that? It's not a guillotine gate, it's just a sliding gate in it that hasn't got a job. Don't worry, I'll find a job for it because we've got 2 in there and 1 in the handling system over the back. So we've got 4 of these things, but it was like I said to the neighbour, said, when we decided to buy the cattle handler, this is all from Stock Pen UK, so it's good, heavy stuff, it's well-made stuff. We bought this to make my life easier because 99% of my stuff regarding cattle is I'm on my own. So whatever I can do to make life easier for me, safer for me, and safer for them, got to be a plus. And as I explained to my wife, and it is true, that what I paid for this now is probably going to be worth exactly the same in 5 to 10 years' time. This stuff just doesn't, you buy this in a farm sale and you pretty much pay new money for it. So yeah, it just doesn't lose. So yeah, keeps me safe, keeps them safe, makes my life a lot easier, means I can carry on doing this on my own for longer. So all plus points in it. Yeah.